This month end marks the deadline for the eradication of pit latrines across the province. Rural parts of the Eastern Cape have been the mostly affected by the backlog. Newly built and safe toilets have been handed over to communities. These will cater for primary school learners who in the past have been victims of drowning in pit latrines.
We also know that there is a looming deadline of clearing the backlog of pit toilets in the country generally, and I want to assure South Africans that we are working very, very hard, because this is something that absolutely must be done. Regardless of whatever happens, we have to make sure that every single child goes to school, not to be harmed, not to be unsafe, not to use undignified facilities, but to be able to obtain an education without them risking their lives. So we are working very hard. I'm very proud of the province. This is a province that has historically suffered the worst backlog because of historical reasons and because of the positioning of some of the districts. But I'm proud of the work that they are doing.
We welcome the construction of these toilets because the situation was very bad. A learner nearly drowned and was rescued by another learner, and that's when the construction of these started.
The Provincial Department of Education says it is also concerned about learners missing classes. This is due to poor road infrastructure and issues with scholar transport.
Whether you talk access to schools in terms of roads, bridges, whether you talk about scholar transport, its own project management efficiency, whether you talk about other entities that must support education so that we can realize the noble idea of creating schools of excellence where all kids can get the quality of education. So it's more than just being an educational matter, it's a governance matter. How to make sure that the realization of the objectives and targets of government could only be realized when all the ecosystem of governance is working.
The deadline for the eradication of pit latrines is looming. Basic Education says it will give an update earlier next month, as 93% has been completed so far. Lwandi Lembulali, Tata in the Eastern Cape.